Hi, good good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are around the world. Is Olivia Refi, and I am just so excited this today. Let me just say today. I'm so excited for the 1000 life changing events that we have every single month without fail. And it gets better and bigger and better than ever. It's like we're just going, I mean, the sky is not even our limit, and I'm just really, really super excited. So, as I mentioned, my name is Olivia Rifai, so I'm going to be your host for today. So, before I start, I need to introduce you to our two resident speakers. I'm so grateful for both of them because they are the founders of this amazing 1000 life changing event. So we've been doing this now for 2 years, I believe 2 years, right now without stopping, month without stopping. And so let me just introduce so that they can just say hello to you. First of all, we are so grateful to have him. He has been a great support for 2 years, an encouragement to us all. You will understand why we love this guy so much and why without him, this wouldn't really have happened. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to first of all introduce to you the amazing, the fabulous, the wonderful, I like to tease him, Mr. Ernesto Hartop. Please say hello, Ernesto.
Yes, hello everyone, and it's always a pleasure being on this call. Thank you very much for the beautiful introduction, Olivia. Sorry about the whole Zoom ID thing. If you're doing something for such a long time, I think Zoom even has like, okay, this cannot be real. Is this the same ID for like almost 3 years? Something is happening here, and then suddenly they remove it. So now, but I see people coming in, so that's a good thing. Yeah, it's always a pleasure being here, supporting you guys. Welcome to the roof. I mean, this is definitely the 1000 Life Changing Zoom. We are changing lives every single time.
Absolutely. Our next resident speaker, well, she doesn't really need any introduction, but I will introduce you to the rest of the world just in case you don't know who she is. Um, she is here to shine and flourish as she tells us all. Ladies and gentlemen, let's introduce the amazing Constance Ohanesi. Constance, say hello.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much, Ernesto, and our honorable host, Olivia, and all our speakers tonight, and all our guest speakers. Honestly, I am so delighted that we are doing this constantly every month. We are here to change life, and I can't wait for you to join us in this cause, in this mission to inspire healthy living around the world. I'm so excited. I'm super, super excited. So sorry about the glitch tonight. You know what, things happen, but we are able to catch it and we are going to run with it. Thank you so much, Olivia.
You're welcome. You know, I was just thinking that there's something is about to happen. That's the reason big is about to happen. And I'm really excited to introduce our first guest, just to say hello. This young lady I met, was it last year or I physically met her, whether last year or the year before. We went out on a team outing and I met her, and we drove home together, having a wonderful conversation. And even last week, I won't run that joke, she knows, but I won't run the joke of last week, what happened last week. But I love her, and she has got an amazing story that we felt that it was for her to share this amazing story and how this opportunity can really, really sincerely change your life. Let me introduce to you Nena. Nana, please say hello. You're muted. You're muted.
I'm really pregnant. I should be used to this. Thank you so much, Alina, for the lovely introduction, and thank you so much for having me on your wonderful show. I'm so honored. It's my first time, and I'm really excited. Thank you.
Oh, beautiful. So our next guest is a double act, a double duo, and I have had the honor to be on stage with this beautiful lady, and got to know her a bit more about what she does, which is absolutely amazing. But alongside her, she has her daughter, which I'm just like really excited. Why am I really excited? I think you probably know why I'm going to be so excited. Don't you think Olivia is such a beautiful name? I think it's a beautiful name. And so her daughter is called Olivia as well. And I think Olivia gets right because I get really excited. Sometimes I just like ignore Sharon, like, oh, Olivia, 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 and overlook Sharon. But let me introduce to you and the rest of the world Sharon and Olivia Ward. Please say hello.
Hi, everyone. You want to go first? Yeah, just say thank you again for having us on the call. We're excited, aren't we? Super excited and very honoured to be here. We have to say we had a little bit of an issue with our background. Yeah. That's why we haven't got it on. We did try it for a few weeks. It's been a bit of a nightmare, but we apologise for that. Thank you so much for a lovely introduction, and thank you for having us. We are excited to be here. And yes, Olivia is a very beautiful name.
Well, let's get started. Let's really, really get started. I mean, you know, everyone keeps asking what is this 1000 life-changing event is all about, and we're here to just let people know about a fantastic opportunity that could potentially will change your life if you allow it to change your lives. And we have amazing people that love to share their stories about what this great opportunity has actually done for them. So, before we go to our guest speakers, I just want to go over to Ernesto. Summertime is here. It's been really, really busy, and I have seen you, Ernesto, traveling around from event to event to event. Please just tell us just briefly, because people probably might have been seeing your social media platform and seeing you go, all right, hold on, he was here just a minute ago. Now he's gone to this country. Now he's visited that person. Just jelly. But you know, what you do, just let people know what you do and just tell us a little bit about these amazing events that you're, you know, talking at.
Yeah. I mean, the things we in Juice Plus always say, yeah, events are the lifeblood of our business because events are energy. Events give energy to other events, give belief in the product and in our business. They show the big events are important, and those events can be different. All team events, they can be days, they've been convention, Spain for a boot camp with the Spanish League, a big boot camp with Spanish. It can be different things, and me in the position as the in between the company partners, right? Being in a Zoom for me, yes, and being there to represent the company, but on the other hand, also in events, listening to what the partners have to say, where, how we can go in level by listening to our partners. There are 2, 3, 1. SCs, SSCs, so that we listen to the big shots like Olivia or Constance or also Sharon here, but it's also, you know, the little conversations, and this is what I do on a daily basis. I talk about the vision of the company, I talk about the mission of the company, I talk about our values, I share inspiration, motivation, I listen. This is what I do, and I love to do it. I've been with the company for 30 years. Actually, next month, it's going to be my 30th year. So it's going to be a very special month next month. This month, I'm turning 53. Next month is going to be 30 years in the company. It's a special one. And honestly, I cannot imagine doing something else, and I cannot imagine working for another. This is my option A. I put all my money in this one bank account. I put all my eggs in one basket.
Wow.
Juice Plus is everything for me. You guys are everything for me. That's why I show up every single time for 1,000 lifestyle live, because I want to change lives. We've been changing lives.
Amazing. Could you imagine that? Absolutely. Now, I just want, for those people that are visitors, if you're a visitor here, please pop into the chat. If you're watching on anybody's social, you've never heard of this great opportunity, you're wondering what it's all about, the chat on whoever's social media platform, watching to find out what is all this about. And then that person's going to send you the Zoom link. You should be in the Zoom, not watching it on social media platform. Come into the Zoom and find out a bit more. Constance, just moving to you before we move to our guest speakers. I mean, you've been in the business for a while now as well. How important is it for you to separation between the corporate side of this great opportunity and being in the field as well? How has this made your business? Has it made it easier, harder, or hasn't it made any difference at all?
Well, like when I joined the impact the company does on us, as well the support we get from the company, from the corporate side, from everywhere, ranging from even producing the product for us, packaging the product for us as well, and also collecting payment from clients from us as well. Like I can remember my fear was, how am I going to start? How am I going to do this? But with the support from the corporate team, that when you join the company, you actually will be assigned to a business development officer who will oversee your business with you, who will go through everything with you, even to run with your team. That is a huge support. And where there's whereby you go up to the competition plan, the product, they explain everything to you. It's so amazing. And one thing I found out is that everybody is so humble. Everybody is ready to serve. Look at Eneso is a director here. I worked in a company for 10 years. I've never one day sat with my director, with my director, even, just with my director, be there with my director. For this company, everybody is so humble and they are ready to support you to the next level. As far as we are ready to be supported, okay? They do this for us. You can't even differentiate who is the director, who is the, I could remember my first event when we did like Club 39, I went there with global directors. Even the owner, Jay Martin, was there, to embrace me. He said, you know what, don't worry. Knowing that at the back of your back, you know that someone is out there, corporate is out there to support you, to support your business. It's one of the things that, that I said, yes, I am in the right place at the right time. I'm in the right company that wants my support. That I'm within, I have no great partner with this company. I tell you, Tom, I'm here.
So it sounds like you've got all your eggs in one basket, the Juice Plus basket as well.
Honestly.
Oh, there is a reason why we do this. You've got to be in it to win it, as we say.
Yeah.
Moving over to our guest speaker, it's all about you today. And I'm going to move first of all to Nena. The first question I want to ask you, just briefly, how did you come in contact? Because I think it's really important we tell our viewers, that people that are watching, came in contact with this opportunity. So just briefly, how did you come? I'm going to ask you some other questions. So just briefly, just tell us, how did you come in contact with this great opportunity?
Hi, yes, thank you very much for that question. So it was. I've been out of hospital and not working and not had a lot of time on my hands. So I was on social media, and I kept seeing people talking about fruits and vegetables in a capsule. And I thought that is really clever. How does that happen? Put fruits and vegetables in a capsule. And a friend of mine, I went to school with a long time ago, she invited me to hear about somebody who had lost a lot of weight using the supplements. And I was quite intrigued because I was unwell. Not unwell. Well, I was unwell, but I had put on a lot of weight from being unwell. So, yeah, that was how I came to the Zoom and heard more about the company and the products, and I was blown away. I was like, okay, I like this very much. Yeah, so it was pretty much social media through a friend, yeah.
And I like what you said there, because it's through social media, and there might be some people watching via social media. And then the next step that you said was that you came to a Zoom, something like this, to listen.
Yes.
And I think that is really, really quite important in regards to coming to a Zoom. You might see someone on social media, but to find out more about and see other people that are actually doing the business and doing it successfully. So it's really good that you actually came into such a Zoom like this. Moving over to Sharon and Olivia. Her mum calls it, Sharon, what do you call Olivia? Livs?
Liv. I'm not, as much as I don't like it, that's what we call her, Liv, yes. Olivia when she's being a bit naughty.
She's not naughty.
No.
Sharon, first of all, tell us, how did you, because I would only imagine that you actually joined the business before Olivia. And I'm going to come to Olivia's story. But first of all, Sharon, just quickly, how did you get involved in this great opportunity?
So somebody approached me. I bought the products anyway because I love the products. And the lady that introduced me to the products kept saying to me, "You need to join the business." I was buying everything. I love the products. And she was like, "You need to come and join the business." And I made so many excuses. For about 6 months, I worked full time. I didn't have any time. You know how people say, "I've got no time." That was me. But obviously you do have time. You just choose to use it differently, don't you? Months, and she kept inviting me to events, and in the end I'd run out of excuses, and I thought, I'm going to have to just go to this event with her because she's never going to leave me alone. So I went to the event, and I came back and I was like, I'm just going to sign up. I did enjoy what I saw, but I thought I need to just go with it and just see. I'll get my products, that will do. I'll do it for that reason. That was literally all I joined for.
Wow, amazing. Again, did you hear that? Somebody approached her and then she went to an event. It's so important. I mean, especially now, it's so important to really get people into an event, whether it is a Zoom event, a physical event. So the people really, really doing now, Olivia, how did you get, I won't say who actually introduced you to the business, because there's no point me asking that question, who introduced you to the business, but how did you get involved? And if you don't mind, just tell us how old you are and when you actually started, when you joined the business.
So I was 18 at the time. I was actually 17 when Mum joined, and we went to the Barcelona convention, which is obviously a massive international one. So that was amazing. I just went for the free holiday just to go with Mum as a bit of I'll go with you, but didn't know anything about it.
I didn't know anyone, did I?
No,
I said,
so
I wanted to go. Will you come with me? She's like, yeah, I'll come. Free holiday.
So I went, and then obviously went to the event and convention, and yeah, it was amazing. So I joined in the following April when I turned 18.
Right. So what attracted you? I mean, you went to the event, but what was it that was in that event that attracted such a young person at the age of 17 and then deciding that once I get to 18, I want to join this opportunity? What was it? Because there are loads of young people that might be watching right now, and there might be some parents that have got some young people there. What was that click that said, I want to do this?
I think it would be being able to do it from your phone. Obviously, like for us younger people, being on our phones and using social media is a massive thing. So I was like, well, why not do that and then obviously make some money out of it as well, do it as second income. And the social as well, because the conventions and events we have, there's always a massive party after, always a big get together. We have a load of fun. So it literally made sense, like doing it on my phone, getting to meet amazing people and having a big party when we get together. It was like, why not? No brainer.
Right. Hear that, the young people. You want a party? We do have a very good Juice Plus party anyway. So
there's no party like
exactly. Moving over back to Nena now. Now, I want to go a little bit deep because last week some people heard a bit about your journey and a bit about your story. And I think it's really, really important because when I heard your story, even though I've heard it before, I really felt that there were a lot of people that are either suffering in silence and that don't want to actually literally come out to say that they're suffering in silence, but of this great opportunity is more than what you just see here. So in regards to just tell us a little bit about that journey in regards to mental health and how in regards you found this opportunity in regards to a job, in regards to getting an income and the community. Just tell us, just share your story just briefly on that.
Yes, of course. Yes. So my professional background is in IT, and I've been in IT for a very long time, almost 20 years. And in those days, I was probably in fact, I was one of very few women in the company I worked for. And it was very challenging because not only is it male dominant, women don't, they don't get a great time in such professions. I was being bullied, had a lot of racism, sexism. I'm actually used to that kind of behavior towards me. I got that it was, just bear with me a second, I'm going to close that window. The sirens are going. Yeah, so I wasn't used to that kind of behavior. I even had to go and find, research the behavior and understood it was bullying and the kind of people that do that sort of thing. So anyway, this went on for many years, and I didn't know that I was getting sick. I just thought it was a bit of an injury, but I was getting very sick and deteriorating very rapidly to the point where I had a physical illness and I had to have a massive operation, and I was off work for for the best part of a year. And the work, I recovered quite quickly from the operation and everything. But when I went back to work, the bullying continued, like I'd never left for months. And immediately, I remember I was in this depression and a lot of anxiety. I didn't know anything about mental health in those days. I didn't understand. So I just knew I couldn't live from it. Going off. So while I was at home, I wasn't taking care of myself, but fortunately I went to see a friend, saw her again a couple of days later, and she said to me, are you okay? And you've lost more weight quite. So I started talking to her and I said, well, I'm not eating, and by now I'd actually moved up to my bedroom and sleep on the floor of my living room, watching a lot of Netflix, And as I was just talking to her and telling her what my days are like, she made an immediate emergency appointment with my GP, my doctor. And he diagnosed me with depression, anxiety, PTSD, the whole mental health thing. I was devastated, I don't know, it just didn't go down very well. I was given medication and medications. I kept on deteriorating. Eventually, I lost the job. Me to leave rather than dealing with the problem in the office. They paid me off to leave. So I thought, well, they give me some money. By now, I actually started cybersecurity. So I thought I'd focus on my studies, get that really amazing job in in cybersecurity, big pay and everything, and I have time off, maybe have a holiday with money, all that good stuff. But I couldn't do anything. I couldn't work. I couldn't job hunt. And I didn't. I just wasn't functioning. I was very frustrating as well. So that was how, as time went on, all the money I had ran out, savings, what they paid me. I lost my car, lost my life, became homeless, and I was on temporary accommodation for a while. It was a very, very horrible, dark time. It wasn't nice, and I think I recognize, because I did have a history of mental health problems, so I recognize that I was in that. I was having help, but going back to work and all of that, I kind of slipped through the system, if you like, and wasn't getting the support I needed. So deteriorating very rapidly, especially as I was now in a very unstable environment, lost everything that meant anything to me. So that was how, in one of these accommodations I was in, more horrible people. But anyway, they accused me of something I would never do. Called the police, I got arrested. That was another very traumatizing event. And I had police, I was in a cell, and they kept coming to me and talking to me, and they're taking away my glasses. And the reason I'm not wearing my glasses now, because my phone is quite close to me, so if it's too close, I can't see. But the thing is, when I don't have my glasses on, it affects all my other senses. So when they kept bombarding me, the police were bombarding me with questions, I said to them, look, I can't understand what you're talking about because I need my glasses. I can't hear you because I can't see you. And I don't know, if you lose one of your senses, you probably understand what I meant. And of course, I was very disorientated, very terrified, very, very scared. Eventually, somebody came and said to me that we're going to take you somewhere safe. And I thought, thank goodness, they're finally listening to me. I can't go back to where I was living, and they took me in this horrible little cage of a police van, in a police van, in a little cage, and took me to the hospital. I realized that, later that it was a hospital, and they sectioned me, and I had no idea what they were talking about. So they said, don't worry, you'll be safe. You've got a bed to sleep on now, your own room, da 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 da. And I was livid.
Wow.
So inside of having this mental health thing going on, being very scared in a very strange environment, strange people, it was a lot going on. So anyway, I was there for a few months, and I was there during COVID. So during the COVID year was, that was when most of all this happened. I was discharged the following year, 2021. So it was a few months later that I met Juice Plus, and that's a whole other story.
Wow. And what makes you, because you mentioned it before, but just one quick question. What made you, what's making you attracted so much to this amazing opportunity? How has it changed your life?
Oh, wow.
Just
wow.
briefly, because I know you've got...
Yeah, I know. I can talk forever. I'll try to be very brief. It's given me something. At the time, it was like, well, something to do. So it does give me something to do, but something with purpose. So my health wasn't great by now, and my health started to come back very rapidly, and I feel so much better than I ever have done, really. And meeting amazing people, having a community, in fact, a family, because I'd lost a lot of friends and family while I was ill and struggling all those months and years. It's I've learned so much. My confidence is coming back. I'm looking more like myself. Even though I look younger from the amazing supplements, I look like the happy Adananda that I used to know. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a very positive, wonderful environment to be in.
Wow. And I just love that. Unless I'm just going to just get you in regards to that, listening to the story that many people go through different things, and hearing, when I first heard that, hearing that, this opportunity, this Juice Plus is more than just making money for yourself. It's more than, and I always say that, we're all about inspiring healthy living around the world. And that health is more than just the physical health. is more than financial health. It's more than mental health. It's that community, it's that relationship health that we have. When you hear a story like this, what comes to your minds? I mean, I'm sure you've heard some even more, like really, but what comes from a corporate point of view? What comes to your mind?
Well, first of all, I think, wow, Nina, you're so strong. I mean, this is like amazing, and it inspires me. First of all, talking so openly about the dark days of your journey, and then looking at you, you know, shiny and all bright. And this is the good thing. So first of all, I want to shout out to Nana and give you a big heart from my end, and you overcoming that. It fills my heart with joy. Not only Nana stole thousands of these stories, honestly, where made impact by extra money for the family. They were the community helped people over dark times in their lives. The product helped them in any way by losing weight or just feeling better and stuff. So there's so many ways of how Juice Plus can change lives, and this is what gets me up every morning. Honestly, that's why I'm still with this company. Is these stories, these Juice Plus changed my life stories. Those are so inspiring to me, and it's just a lot more than we're selling a product or we're doing a business. It's just, we are changing lives. This is what it's all about. The story from Nana is what this is all about, right? The Juice Plus changing life stories, the life changers, the 1,000 life changers. It's all about helping, supporting the vision of the company, the mission of the company, inspiring healthy living, but also the official vision of the company is helping other people realizing their dreams, which is also a positive thing. So I call it the Juice Plus bubble. Yeah, it's all great. It's all nice. We all love each other. We support each other. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter what kind of background you have. We are all the Juice Plus family. And this is what I love about this and love about a call like that. It touched my heart again. And yeah, it's great to be here.
It's just amazing. I mean, the Juice Plus, how Juice Plus changed my life. Mother and daughter, Sharon and Olivia. I knowing a little bit about your story, Sharon. I just want you to share a little bit because you know there might be some people that are actually watching right now, and you've already said it when you first came in contact with this opportunity. You felt that you did not have the time. You really didn't have the time. And now being in this great opportunity and finding that, whoa, actually, I can make time to do, and you have got a phenomenal business. We can't wait to celebrate you get to that director's level, which is going to be happening very soon, and we're so excited about that. But for the people that might be watching, tell us a bit about your journey in regards to working full time in a fantastic career in your job that is very very demanding, and how you actually really balance it all out. Tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, so I actually started back working full time the same or month apart from joining the business. So it was about nearly 6 years ago, and it'll be 6 years next month. So in July that I've been in the business. So I literally went in not knowing anything about it. I thought, do you know what, I'll try. Obviously, I was learning brand new jobs I hadn't been in for ages. I hadn't been back to for a long time since the girls were little. And then I was also learning all about the business, the Juice Plus company, all about that. So I went in just at full force. So I was just like, you know what, I just need to do this. But we were talking about this last night. We had a little in-home event last night, and we were talking about this with my husband. And I said, do you remember when I just sat you down and said, this is what I'm going to be doing? And I showed him a vision board that I'd made, and he was like, yep, I do. And, you know, and he's been very supportive. I think that's really important to have your family that really support you, especially if you work full-time or work part-time, because, you know, time that you do have off is precious, and you need to fit and juggle family around that. And we've just got a new puppy, so we have a puppy, we've got cats, I've got another daughter. You know, life is busy, life is crazy. But this business for me has never been like work. It's never felt like work. It's always been an absolute pleasure, and I never see it. I just love it. To be honest, it's like my thing. I won't miss an event. If I ever miss an event, well, I can't think that I ever have so far, but if we ever do, I am devastated that I can't get there. A massive FOMO that I'm not there. But normally, I just fit it around. You know, I travel on the train. I travel into London 2 days a week. So when I'm on the train, I will do some work on the train, walk into the station. I sometimes go live talking about the business. So it's for me, it's just a lifestyle. It's how it fits around everything else. So, you know, I make my breakfast in the morning and I will, you know, go live then. There's always opportunities in everything you're doing during your day. It's not that I have to, and I do plan a lot, to be fair. I do always sit on a Sunday and I will give myself like a week's ideas of what I'm going to be talking about. So just get super organised, and you can do it. I mean, I'm up early in the morning, but I've always been up early in the morning. I have to walk the dog, we have to get organised, and I'm on a train at 7. So, you know, anyone can do it. If I can do it around a job, then you can do it. Definitely.
Wow. I like how you say that, because a lot of people use their full-time job as an excuse. They really do use that full-time job.
Yeah.
I'm working full-time. I don't have the time to do this great opportunity. But as you can hear, those of you that might be watching right now, by you actually stepping out to even do this, you're helping to change somebody else's life in more ways than you can ever think about. Moving over to Olivia. Before I move over to Olivia, now, so what was going through your mind? Did Olivia say to you, Mum, I want to join the business? Or did you say, Olivia, you could do this. Why don't you join me? How did that come about?
So I've never ever said to her, it's so funny, so many people ask me this, and I always assume that I got her joining the business, and that's never been the case, is it? It was literally, she turned 18 on whatever day it was, and say it was a Thursday, and on the Friday morning, on the 11th of April, she came up to me and she just went, sign me up to the business, I want to join. I had never mentioned it, other than her coming to events and things, but she came really just because I was so out of my comfort zone, and I didn't know the other girls very well, and I was just like, come with me. And she did, and that was it. But then she just went, it was, I think our uplines have always said you've always been part of the team anyway, because she came to everything, but I never ever once asked her to join. And you just literally did, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. So Olivia, when you decided, right, okay, so I mean, this is amazing, because like young people just say, right, okay, what, apart from the community and everything, because you're actually in art school, is that right? Is that correct?
Yeah.
In art school as well. So as a young person that will, I mean, you already said you love the Juice Plus parties and things like that, but as a young person, that I can imagine that art school can be very, very demanding as well. So how do you actually fit in as a young person that wants to go out there with her friends, having to be at art school and doing the Juice Plus business? How do you fit that all in?
So I think, again, you just make time. Like, when I think about it now, I think like before Juice Plus, I used to probably come home from college, maybe sit in front of the and now it's like, actually you do have time, because if you top out the scrolling on the TV for doing a few hours of work, that little bit every night will add up. And I think that's just what I did. I just sort of made it happen, like in my lunch breaks, in the mornings, obviously weekends and things. But yeah, obviously it's all like life was busy, and being at college was very tiring. Like it is, it's a lot. But if you want to make time for something, then you do. And I think that's the thing. Like we both just fit it in around doing things. And of an evening now, like we would, you know, sit and do some work, or get on a Zoom call, or do an event. And we just thought, and it's like, do you know what? We actually have all this time in the evening where you would have been sitting on watching TV, and you can actually build a business in that time. So it's just you finding that time and going, actually, instead of that, I'm going to do this instead.
Okay. Now I'm curious. Sorry, I'm on the host. When I do this, I like to dig in, but just for the benefits. Okay, and I'm going to dig in, kind of like really deep. You're in art school. And I saw like little clips of you performing and doing some amazing stuff. And you're doing this great opportunity. As a young person, sincerely, I really want to understand so that younger people will do, and you could give an honest answer in regards to this. How does this fit into your future? I assume that you're in art school because you want to become an artist, or you want to become I don't know, a movie star and stuff. But you must have had at the back of your mind this opportunity as well, and how this all fits in. So, for the benefits of us to understand, how does all this, being a movie star, I'm assuming you want to be a movie star or something like that, and this company, how does this, as a young person, slot in?
I think this slots in perfectly to what I do because, like being a performer and all that, I obviously use the products anyway, and it makes sense in what I do. So I relate to it a lot through that and help younger people. But I think like I can do in my sort of job, hopefully in the future, doing dancing and performing. It's not a 9 to 5 job, so it's different with mum. Like obviously she has that standing every single day. For me, it'll be different. I'll be doing contracted things. It might be 6 months. It could be just a week. It could be 3 months. Like it depends. And this business will always be there. So it's not like, a lot of people have jobs where if they then get on a cruise ship, for example, they have to drop that job and then get on a cruise ship, they come off the cruise ship and they're jobless again, sort of thing. Whereas this is that continual, like, I can take this anywhere I go, I can do it wherever I am in the world. And I think that's the great thing in my case, is that I can do that and take the business wherever. So I can have it on my phone, take it with me, and continue earning, continue helping other people, and continue building, doing whatever I do. But that's obviously in what I do. But that's how I sort it in with what I do and how I see it in the future.
So I would say that you're living the best of both worlds. Actually,
Yeah.
you've got two passions. So you're literally living the both passions. You're passionate about both of them, and you're living it. And that's important for the young people, anybody that is out there. That this opportunity can give you a way where you can have a passion for this opportunity, Juice Plus, and a passion for what you want to do in regards to your career path as well. Quickly over to Constance. Constance, I mean, you hear these stories. You hear Sharon, you hear Olivia sharing her story. You hear Nena sharing her story as well. And someone that has been in the business for a while and hearing how these juice plus, as I asked Ernesto as well, what, as someone in the field, not from the corporate side now, but someone that is actually in the field, like everyone else, what does this mean to you when you hear these stories?
From Nena, Sharon, and Olivia, I'm just like, Constance, what if you didn't join this business? I don't know how many of us have asked yourself, what if you didn't join this business? I believe this business is a big vehicle for each and every one of us to touch lives, to change people's life, and also to help support people as well. I always said it that each and every one of us, we are always a blessing. We are a blessing to each other, and we can give people's life a meaning. And this is where our business, our company comes in. Okay, it's something we are doing, but in actual sense, you are giving somebody's life a meaning. You are giving a meaning to somebody's health. You are giving a meaning to somebody's wealth, friendship, building, supporting, helping somebody to realize their dreams. You know what? I've had countless times where I've seen people when they come into the business, they couldn't believe that they can do this business. At the long run, they find out that they started realizing their dreams. They started realizing their potentials. And what happened is that because you believe in them, when they really don't believe in themselves. And this is what I will encourage each and every one of us to do. Even when I joined the business, I didn't know what I was doing. In my first month, I was lost. But what happened is that when I started going to events, when I started seeing other people, hearing other people's success, I sat down and said, if they can do it, I can do it. Absolutely. And this is where it comes in. This is where our community comes in. We make that deal different. It's a company with hands. And when you come in, even if you don't have the hands, you have the bigger hands at the long run.
Wow.
So I just want to encourage each and every one of us. If somebody have invited you here, or you're in the business, you are not doing nothing. You are not talking to people. You are not bringing people in. You are not sharing the good gospel of health to anybody you meet along the road. I will encourage you to be so passionate right now, from today, about the vision of this company, about the vision J. Martin has sat down and produced for each and every one of us. Let's be so passionate to take this gospel of health and wealth. You know what? Every time, anywhere, any day, even in parties, anywhere you see yourself, in your family. I'm telling you because I can relate with Nena's story that you can touch life. You can be that angel God is going to use to touch somebody's life or bring that person out of that darkness.
Yeah.
We have had these stories several times. We have had testimonies several times. I tell you, you can do it.
Wow.
Excellently well. So I urge you, let's come together and make this a shining light for us.
Yes, absolutely. We're coming towards the end, but I just want to ask one last question, just briefly, to our two last speakers. Nene, this is going to be a twofold question, all right? And you gave your testimonial in the beginning, saying that you did IT and stuff like that. Now, having that experience of going to university to do that studying, and now doing your Juice Plus business, how is that now? How are you able to use those skills to be able now to adapt into your Juice Plus business? That's question number one. And then the second one is, what would you want to say to those people that are watching right now? Understanding your journey, understanding what this company can do, what would you like to say for you?
Okay, so the first question, that because working machines, the people that built the machines were troublesome. So I liked working with the machines. And I think I was a bit of an introvert. I don't know. I just didn't like being around people very much in those days. But now Juice Plus has transformed that. So I suppose what the skills I can bring from then would be maybe the technical skills, but then you don't need technical skills to do this business. Because I don't use a lot of what was doing then in Juice Plus. Anything you don't know, you'll definitely learn. You earn as you learn, and it's a process. It's not going to happen overnight. And anything of any value, you work at, you build a solid foundation, and then you see the amazing results. So yeah. And to anybody who is out there listening, I would say there is something for everybody, over 18, of course, in this business. For everybody to do with the products. But seriously, it doesn't matter where you're at in your life. If it's not the money, everybody needs a bit of money, but if it's not, I'm quite happy and successful in what I do. It's things like community, personal development, doing something of purpose, having fulfillment. And these are the things that I'm valuing. I value. I was working for a little bit last year, part-time, and it triggered me a lot, actually. And I very quickly realized that Juice Plus has so much potential, and I'm wasting my time and energy in this job. I'm sorry to say, the job was a good job. It was I had a good for a good cause and all of that. But really and truly, nothing comes close to what Juice Plus can offer you financially, your health, your spirit development, you name it. You'll find something definitely in this opportunity.
Wow. Love it. I just love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Mother and daughter, Sharon and Olivia. Twofold question. First of all, with both of you, what is it that, how is your relationship as mother and daughter, first of all? As mother and daughter, has it brought you closer since you're doing this business? And the second fold question is, what would you say to those people that are watching? Not only just for people that are working full time and stuff, but actually working as a family, working as I'm sure your other daughter will probably join once she hits and if she doesn't, then I'm sure she's doing it without getting mummy will pay her. I'm sure she'll be getting other customers and stuff for you. But what is it like, first of all, to work together? Has it built your relationship a bit closer? Because there might be some people that are watching right now that have teenagers or young people and would love to have that kind of. I love your relationship, by the way. It's such a beautiful relationship. And I'm sure, Olivia, um, as much as you do things with your mother, I'm sure she gives you that space for you to do things by yourself as well. So, and what to say to those people that are watching, they should really join this.
Okay. So I think we've always had a good relationship anyway, haven't we? I think we've always got on very well. We never had any problems. Now turned 22, and then I've got Ali, who is just turned 20, like a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, Olivia was the first. She was always an angel child. We never had any problems at all. She's always been a good girl, and that's always been the thing. We've always got on really well. Abby's been a little bit more. She was more of my lively child. She had a lot more to say for herself. But equally, I get on well with both of them. We've been very. I always say that because you never know with. You do your best for your children, and however it works out, doesn't it? You do what you think's right. So we've been very blessed with both of them, and I feel like we've always got on very well. And it was just, we do. I mean, we don't see each other for days on end at the moment, do we? Because you've been in college, working long hours at college, and then you go to your boyfriends, don't you? And then so we pass ships in the night sometimes, don't we? We do have that. This is the first day actually that we've been together for all day. I've been working at home today, and you've been in and out doing errands and things because it's half term for you, isn't it? But it's. But I feel like that's something with this business. You can do that. You can. I speak at some things for different people, and you do for different people, and then we learn from each other as well, which is something that I didn't ever think I would be learning a new skill set. But you do, don't you? You learn every day, and I learn from some people. I know 20. I mean, I've learned social media. I've learned how to use Facebook. You don't realise, and it changes all the time. So there's always something to learn. So I think from that point of view, it's good to be around young people because they teach us so much. And obviously, it's a bit of both. I learn from. We teach them, and and I definitely think this business is a great opportunity for mums and daughters, or nieces and aunts, or whoever. You can do it together and work together. It's good to have a buddy in the business as well. I think you support each other, don't you? And you push yourself forward. So I know at month end when it's always crazy busy, we've sat up at our breakfast bar here quite a lot, going right, where are we? We've got pens and papers out, working out things and stuff. So it's good to have that.
Yeah, it's nice, like obviously with promotions and things like that, when we've been here working and like do it together. Like obviously it's completely different when you're on your own. Obviously there's so much support in the business, but having that actually someone in your house and that is there all the time is different. But it's been really good. And if you are thinking about the business, I think I would just say just go for it and just jump in. Nothing bad is going to happen. You've got nothing to lose. You're going to gain, in your health. You're going to gain in your friendships. You're going to gain in your confidence, in your wealth, and in your knowledge. So it is a no-brainer. And so it's great just to make like new friends, to social, to have something for you to focus on. Like we said, we had our event last night, and one of your ladies that came said she's thinking about joining, and she was saying it's really good because I want something for me to focus on, something for myself. And like this is obviously our sort of thing in our house, but for a lot of people it's their thing that they can focus on. It's something for them to get into.
So many benefits, isn't there?
Yeah. I mean, absolutely. It's just been amazing. And Esther has to pop out because Obviously, he's got another call to go because he's such a busy person. But just to end it, for anybody that is watching right now, you've heard these amazing stories. And the great thing is that we are international. So we're not just only in the UK, we're in over 25 different countries. So you may be watching from any of those countries, and you can join this great opportunity to change your life. We have an amazing news for you this month, still going this month, is that if you live in the UK, you can actually sign up for this great opportunity for just £1. And if you're living in Ireland, you can sign up for €1. Now, £1 or €1 investment is a great investment, because not only would you get 100% back on that if you put in the work, you get more than that. You get an investment with just that £1. You've heard in regards to relationships, the community that you have, in regards to your health. There's so much that you can actually get with just that £1 and that €1. So I would say it is a no-brainer. It is a no-brainer for you to make that investment and change your life and change the lives of so many other people around the globe in so many different ways, by the way. Not just one way, but in so many different ways. So if you are interested and you are in the UK or you are in Ireland and you're watching on anybody's platform, go back to them, ask them, how can you sign up for this great opportunity? However, for those of you that are watching via Europe or America, Canada, we're in Israel and all these other countries, you can sign up as well. Yes, it will be an investment. It won't be £1 or €1, but it is a small investment to make that change. And by the way, you have an international business. The moment that you sign up, you have an international business. So you have the opportunity to change people's lives internationally. It's all about inspiring healthy living around the world, and that's what we're all about. So if you are interested, please go back to anybody that's on their platform or you're here in the Zoom. We'd just like to welcome you. As you can see, we are the Juice Plus bubble, we are the Juice Plus community, and we continue to change people's lives around the globe as well. The only other thing that I just want to quickly announce to you that around your area, find out whoever's platform that you're watching, there might be some events. You might be thinking, wow, this is really good, but I would love to actually physically meet these people. So whoever's platform that you're watching from, they may have an event that you can actually go to in your area to physically meet these people. Sometimes it's good to actually have those actually meet them rather than going on to a Zoom. This Sunday, we have an amazing event that is going to be happening, and it's going to be happening in London. So if you're living in the London area, in Shoreditch, it's going to be in Shoreditch, it's about health, then please contact whoever's platform you're watching. They will give you more information about that event, and you're going to see. Obviously, I will be there, and so many other people will be there. You can physically meet people and find out a great opportunity. On the last thing, I just want to really sincerely thank our amazing guest. I told you it was going to be a great one, didn't I? I told you it was going to be a great one. And it's so inspiring. Constance Hennessy, I just want to thank you for your continuous support on this great vision of 1,000 life-changing opportunities. We've been doing it for coming to the next. I say I've lost. Is it 2 years? I will go to the third year, I believe, of doing this. 2 years and more doing this, and we haven't stopped. I just love it. So thank you for your support. Thank you for always sharing your story and inspiring us. Thank you, Nene, for really that passionate and soul-searching testimony about how this opportunity has changed your life. And I'm sure people will go to bed and start thinking, wow, whose life can I change, where they can have an amazing story to say, because of Juice Plus, because this person said yes, they have said yes. And because they have said yes, my life has changed. The power of your yes can change somebody's life. Sharon and Olivia, I love this because one of the things that people don't realize is that regardless, this is a family business as well. It can be a family business, and it's a business that you can actually pass on to your family, even if they might not be in the business. But you are just exhibiting how, as a family, you can work together, you could do this business, you could go out there. I mean, you're of the this generation, Sharon, I want to say this generation, and Olivia's of the other generation. And so you're really going out there impacting people from tackling from different generations is just absolutely amazing and phenomenal. So if anybody's got children and they want to get that and they want that thing where they can tackle the from their age and from the younger generation, get your children involved. They need to be 18 or above. Get your children involved. And I've realized one thing that Constance and everyone that's here, I've realized that the younger generation, they've come to a point where they don't really want to work for anybody else. They want to start working for themselves. And Juice Plus gives them the tools to start getting business minded, where they can start learning the tools to become their own business owners and other areas that they're so passionate about. So thank you so much for sharing your story, sharing your passion, sharing your love. And I want to thank all of you that have joined this great Zoom call. If you're here for the first time, we just want to welcome you into the Juice Plus family, basically. So please say yes. And for those of you that are partners, that are already in the business, still go out there, continue to go out there to inspire healthy living around the world. So thank you. And if you're watching on social media, go back to the person's platform that you're watching this and ask them how you can get involved with life. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say good night for next month. And
Thank
we will
you.
speak to you
Thank
soon.
you so much,
Take
Olivia.
care, guys.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Sharon. Thank you.
Thank
Nana.
you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, beautiful. Bye. Bye, Ernesto. Thank you so much for such an amazing, powerful stories that were told. Really appreciate you. Thank you so much. And yeah, birthday next month. Take care. Thank you. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Olivia. Thank you so much for being our guest. So amazing. We really appreciate you sharing such amazing stories and just empowering people as a mother and daughter, but also your individual stories as well. Just so powerful. Really appreciate you. Love you loads, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Hi, Nana. Wow, 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 wow. You were absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for sharing your story, for inspiring all of us. Um, oh my goodness, mind blowing. Thank you so, so much. You were brilliant. Thank you so much. And we'll see you on Sunday. Yeah, I think I might take public transport, so we'll probably meet up somewhere. I know one of my teamies is meant to be coming as well. So she lives in South London. So either we meet up at the place or all right, take care. Bye. Oh wow. Oh, that was good. Amazing. I'm